Okay, I was going through my project logs. Okay, let's not see that monitor, not now. Uh, and I realized that I actually don't have a video for how I made the PCB schematic. So this is the real PCB that I have in my hands. There's actually 16 of them. Okay, let's not see that screen. There's actually 16 of them there. Yes, but this is more like a part 3 of the floor curling broom redesign. And there was, supposed to be a part 2, but I guess I got lazy. I don't know what happened. And turning on this camera reminds me I do have to water that plant. Do I have enough water here? I do have enough water here. We're just going to go ahead and water this plant real quick. These guys don't really die very easily. But still, like, yeah, don't worry. No water leaked. Yeah, so this one, I think it's this one. Okay. So I wanted to show you how I designed the PCB. Firstly, I don't know if shouting someone out in my channel, which is super, super small, will be helpful. But there was this guy. Pretty sure I have it in the in my liked videos. Okay, that's not my political color. That's my father's. Yeah, this one, Will Donaldson. This guy. This guy has a great guide, a 3-part guide on how to create PCBs with Fusion 360. So in part 1, he describes how to make electronic component libraries. That's super useful when you want to, make component libraries for parts that don't exist. So you want to make like custom parts, or even for a part that already exists, say for this Arduino Micro or Pro Micro here, you might want only a couple of these holes to be present. You can do that by making your own electronic part library. And so he shows you that. He shows you how to wire stuff. He shows you how to make your electronic footprint. It's a great tutorial. If you happen to watch this video and you want to learn how to make PCBs, I'm not going to teach you because I am terrible at it. As you can see, I just did the automatic wiring system here. But Will Donaldson, Mr. Will Donaldson here, will give you a great guide. That guy is absolutely fantastic. Anyway, back to me. So, I followed that tutorial. It took about 3 hours, but I made this. So, simply put, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I count this as 5 because that's just the battery input. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here. This one is a custom part that I made specifically for the FND module that I was using. The reason it's so scuffed, I can't think of any better phrase than scuffed. This looks scuffed, right? All the text is cut. It looks, out of proportion. The reason it looks like that is to minimize its electric or part footprint, as you'll see later. But this is for the FND, which displays the swipe count. This is for the accelerometer, the MPU. This is the button. If you don't know what a button looks like on a PCB program, that's what a button looks like in diagram notations. Now, this is what it looks like, but this is the button, this is the Pro Micro that I'm going to be using, and then on this side we have all of the connections related to the battery. By the way, I'm chewing bubble gum, so please don't be angry. Now you might be wondering, hey Jasper, there's no connections. Well, Will Donaldson actually told me a great little tool that I can use. It's called nodes. So if I try to label, okay, so firstly I got to make a node. I got to make a net. Let's say I want to connect something here, to something over there. I can do it, the way the founding fathers intended and just drag it like this, or I can do something called, I don't know what it's actually called. I just call it nodes, using nodes. But you can label this as something. I don't know. Let's just say it's labeled as LL. No, we're gonna label this as LL. Oh, jeez. And label this. Yeah, I want to change the label here, guys. Come on. Don't make me look like a beginner in front of the camera, even though I absolutely am. Oh, here we go. Yeah, so I can name this. Let's say I name this, I know, something like LL. So if I name this LL, right? I'm gonna put that name tag right there. And let's say I want to connect 16 to 17, or 16 to 24. And I can also make a what do you call this? A net here. And then if I label this net as LL, yeah, that one. And then, yeah, and then it asks me, oh, do you want to connect this one and this one? And I'm going to say yes. And then if I put this, these two are now connected. Even though they're not connected with, visual nets, these are connected. That's like a fantastic feature that I learned. Anyway, so that's how I connected all of these points to, their but to their counterparts on the Pro Micro. And then I jump over here and I can place everything in this not neatly, this looks absolutely terrible, but I can place components on this, what do you call it? PCB, yeah. So these white lines, they're basically footprints. And this is, this really shows why I made this, scuffed FND look the way it is. The reason is, if I made it long, it would have a big footprint. And if it has a big footprint, it's not going to fit in there. Right, and I want this PCB to be as small as possible. So that's why I made it like this. It has to fit in a tube with the inner diameter of 23 millimeters. And that's not really easy if you have a full-sized FND in your footprint. So this one right now, it has a width, my finger tweezers, of about 20 millimeters. And then this side is about, I believe it's 70, right? Yeah. So it fits. I've checked. Yeah, so that's basically it. Yeah, so I placed everything, and then if you're a newbie and you don't know how to wire stuff, and you don't know what these blue and red, political color wire scheme is, you can just come over here. Press the auto wire somewhere here. Where's the auto wiring? Yeah, you can just do the auto wiring. This thing's fantastic. Look, if I say hi and then, yeah, no, okay, no. Yeah, and then it routes everything for me. It's great. Oh God. No. Yeah, so you can do the automatic wiring or routing if you don't know how to do it for yourself, which I do know how to do it for myself, but it was just a lot of time, so that's what I ended up doing. Okay, what else? Anyway, this is it, and then, yeah, here we can see both of these, and then, ta-da! Well, you've already seen it, but this is the PCB that I got. The person running the factory was actually kind enough to give me a lot of multiples, so that was great. But yeah, I downscaled the button here, and the reason for that is I don't really think a large button like this one is really necessary if there's not going to be a lot of pressure being applied. So yeah. So I changed it to a smaller button, mini button. Yeah, that's about it. Bye-bye.